All right, you have to, in this particular section, you need to translate your sentence into an equation and then actually find the number. And so here is some examples of that. I have the sum, which is addition, of 3 plus 5 and a number, which I'll just call it n, is equal to 15. So I have 3 plus 5, which is 8. 8 plus n equals 15. In my mind, I'm thinking, what do I have to add to 8 to get 15? I know that n would have to be equal to 7. So 7 would be your final answer, but it was also looking for this equation. The difference of a number and 16, so a number minus 16 is 5. So really technically I'm looking for the number that when I subtract 16 from it, I get 5. I can figure this out by going, what is 16 plus 5? 16 plus 5 is 21. So 21 minus 16 is going to give me 5. So my answer's going to be 21. Then on section 1.6, we talked about ordered pairs. You've got to be able to take ordered pairs and put them in table form and put them on a graph. So if I had -1, 2, and B is equal to 2, 3, and C might be equal to 4, 0, and D might be equal to 5, -2. Okay, these are all ordered pairs. If you put them in a table, you'd have an X and you would have a Y, and you just put the X. Remember, the first letter is the X, the second letter is the Y. So I have a -1, 2, I have a 2, 3, I have a 4, 0, and I have a 5, -2. And then to graph them, you find that first letter on the X. So I'm right here at -1 on the X-axis, and I'm going to go up 2. So that's my point, -1, 2. This one, I go over to 2 on the X-axis, and I go up 1, 2, 3, and that's point B. On C, I'm going to go over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to go up 0, so it stays right there on the X-axis. And then I have 5, -2, so I go 5 on the X, and I go down -2, and that's going to be my D. Now, the other thing that they sometimes ask for is they ask for the set of domain. Now, the domains are the X points. So basically, it's these points. I want to do them in numeric order. Those actually are already in numeric order, from the smallest to the largest. And then the set of Y points is your range. And the smallest is -2, 0, 2, and 3. Okay. You also need to be able to name a point on a graph. So if I put a point here and I said, oh, okay, this is point A, tell me where point A is located at. So it's on 2 on the X, so A is at 2, and I go up 2, so it's 2 on the Y. If I have this point right here, now let's call that B, I've got to be able to tell where B is located. B is at 5, I go over to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the X, and up 0 on the Y. Say I have this point over here, which is C. C is at -5 on the X and down 2 on the Y. So it's -5, -2. Then your homework for this is on page 48 through 50, 6 through 34 all.